Hello, friends. Good morning, everybody. I am here in Huntington Beach in Orange County, California, celebrating my 3rd-year anniversary of living in California. This is kind of giving like podcast vibes, and a little bit of lore, used to have a podcast on my channel, and I forgot the name of it. I think it was called like Inner Thoughts or something like that, and I would talk to friends or like topics with myself and just like talk about my inner thoughts. So this is a kind of video where it's a bit more sentimental. As you saw last year's, I celebrated with a little cake. I did not bring a cake today, but I did bring some Peak California picnic stuff from Trader Joe's. We got some snacks. We got the furikake snack mix. Costco had a really good Japanese like trail mix thing, but they ran out of that, and I really like this one too, so that is the little snack we have for today. I don't have a cake, nor do I have a candle, and I kind of wish I found one yesterday, but I did bring some coffee cake. These look really good. I'm so excited for these. And then because it's technically breakfast, I got a tarragon chicken wrap. Lastly, I went to Eller Bakery along the way, and I got their, I think, sourdough cookie chocolate chip latte, and it's pretty good. Hopefully that doesn't upset my stomach later. But yeah, I just wanted to spend some time here, especially before work, just to soak in the beach, because I wanted a beach day this summer and I wanted to relax, and I drove really early to get here just so I can spend the morning in nice and calm area and just journal and just reflect about life. So if you didn't know, I have been living in California for the past 3 years. I have been here as a travel nurse. I am looking to eventually start a full-time job. It's just the opportunity is really hard to come by, especially this time of year. I feel like new grads are coming in and a lot of jobs prefer them, but I would really pray and hope that my prayers get answered soon. I have been doing job interviews and applying to things, so hopefully things work out in my favor, as they always have. I feel like whenever I switch to like new jobs, like contracts and stuff, I always get worried because like it seems like it's always like last minute, but somehow and thankfully God always answered my prayers. Like literally my new contract that starts next week or tomorrow by the time this goes up, I literally applied to it 2 weeks ago and got it immediately. So I feel like everything has always worked out in my favor because God always has me, and I am so grateful. So I know that eventually when I want to go into a full-time job, I know He will answer my prayers for sure. So in the past year, from 2025 to 2026, I have actually, I think, worked in 3 different hospitals. The job I just finished, I actually started 2025 with. I think I've worked in that hospital for about a year as well. So in my 3 years of living in California, I have been doing a lot of work contracts. I think in total, I've probably gone to 5 different hospitals in my 3 years of living here, maybe 6, I'm not sure, like 5 or 6, and 2 of them I have at least spent cumulatively a year in, so I'm really grateful for that. In fact, the one that I'm starting soon is a revisit of a hospital I was there for a year, so it's nice to go to another comfort zone, but this time in a different shift. Like at the time when I did that one for a year, I was day shift, but now I'm going back as a night shifter. So it's going to be really cool and new experience to see what the night shift is like. Obviously, I've been night shift for at least like 2 years since I switched over in 2024. I've been night shift before, but just like I was days and nights like on and off, but I switched to nights in 2024 when I started doing all my contracts in Los Angeles, and have been because it's just more convenient that way, especially like going through traffic. You don't want to be day shift during that time. So doing night shift, coming back to this hospital and doing night shift this time, I think is really cool because I didn't get to know the night shift people when I worked at that place, but now I get to. So it's like I kind of worked with everybody and it's going to be the same unit. So that's really exciting to start again. But yeah, I've been to 5 or 6 hospitals in the total of my 3 years living here, and 3 of them definitely last year. A lot of them were like short stinted, 3 months for 2 of them, I think 3 or 4 months about. And it was kind of hard because at some point I've been in the same travel agency for as long as I've been a travel nurse, so about like 4 or 5 years. But then I had to switch because the job market is honestly going down, sadly. That's why I'm trying to go full time, because is it worth it? I don't know, but it's been fun. and I've had a lot of new experiences, and kind of made me tougher to be a nurse. Like, kind of, I had to work through the confidence shell and become a more assertive. So definitely the experience was really good. But coming back to my normal agency, I'm very lucky. I've been very blessed to have like a really great recruiter I've been with this entire time. That's been so good. And I'll be really sad when I eventually go full time, because I feel like they have been so good to me, and I'm so thankful for that. So all the jobs that I've been to have been a great learning experience. I've been really blessed with like really great units, and honestly really awesome coworkers that I get really sad about leaving every single time. And even though I have to drive far to these hospitals, I would do it just because like my coworkers are literally the best. Especially this last one I just did. I'm really sad because I really like them a lot, and I wish I could stay. I just live so far that it's like impossible for me, and doesn't make sense for me unless like I actually move to Los Angeles, but rent is expensive. So yeah, I've been very blessed with the job opportunities I've had so far, and I hope that I get more great opportunities for this upcoming contract, and also eventually when I want to go full-time, I really hope that I also have a good group of coworkers and managers that treat me well and let me stay and make it all worth it. Moving on from the job, because that has been like pretty much my guiding like goals and main focus in the entire 3 years living here. I actually really love it here. I would not see myself leaving. Honestly, back then, when I would talk with friends and family, I always thought of myself as an East Coast girly, just because I love the vibes. It's more my aesthetic, and I did really enjoy my time in the East Coast. But then, I don't know, since when I came here to California 3 years ago, the experience has been just so good, not just with like work ratios as a nurse, but just like life experiences and doing so much. I feel like, and a lot of people have said this, I have done so much in 3 years than they might have done in their entire time living in California as California natives. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm always here in Los Angeles and California, mainly like every year to visit friends. But I don't know, I just feel like I am so free to do so much with the schedule I have and the opportunities I have, that it's just made life more exciting to do a lot of things. Like, can you imagine I went to like 21 concerts in 2024 or 2025? Like, that was actually insane. I just have been getting like really good experiences and having so much fun. And of course, meeting so many like wonderful people, friends and coworkers, like people that I didn't expect to be like people who will be like with me for the rest of my life, and I'm so grateful to have met them. You know who you are, friends. So it's just been a wonderful experience that I will miss if I had to leave, and I do not see myself leaving. So it's just been fun, and I really hope I can stay here longer and live life, because like, come on, like the beach is right here, and it's a really nice beach actually. Like, if I was in Texas, I would have to like drive uber far, like to Houston. This is really beautiful. I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here. I didn't think I was going to live here this long, but I hope I continue to do so. I'm just so grateful. Thank you guys so much for pretty much living with me and seeing me through this journey. If you watch me in the vlogs, man, like you have been watching since I have been asking for this California license, which actually took a year for me to get. And then me first coming here and just, experiencing life in different ways. So thank you for joining on the journey. Hope to make more awesome content. I have a lot of cool stuff on the way. More experiences you don't think I would do, but I would now do. I have no regrets, honestly. I feel like I have truly lived my life ever since living here. Especially like I moved here when I was 30, so that's the time where like you don't care about anything. You care about things, but like you just live life with no regrets as a 30-year-old. Of course you have to be responsible with stuff, right? But I just feel like this is a new era, has been a new era, and has been one of the best times of my life right now, and I honestly do not regret it. I think that's it for our little podcast episode. Very quick podcast episode and reflective time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here's to another year of fun. It's funny, like this channel has like a lot of like year-based, content or like anniversaries, I guess. Like, of course, you have like the new year, like January 1st. It's always like something to celebrate, like it's a new year. And then you have my birthday, which is in February. That's a new year of life for me. And then you have a new year here, which is actually my, by the time this goes up, the next day, technically, my moving date here was July 6th. So that's like another year of like celebration. And then of course, like I think April, end of April, like the 20s, that's when I started like taking my channel seriously. So another anniversary stuff. So just a lot of things to celebrate. Grateful to talk to you guys in this beautiful view. I'm gonna go relax. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and stay tuned for another year of fun in the great state of California. Okay, goodbye.